Welcome, hey everybody, welcome to the live stream. How you doing? I'm Jim from the Side Hustle Shuffle. But hey, cut it out. All right, we're gonna go live. We are live. We're live. We are live. We're live on YouTube and Facebook today. We're going to be talking about the first three videos. We're going to be talking about, there's a lot of buzz going on right now with the program. A lot of people are coming in. A lot of new people are coming into the program. They get in, they get approved, they get excited, and then they realize, oh crap, I got to get 3 videos approved before I can get approved for on-site placements. So I'm not really going to make any money. I can't make any money yet until I get these 3 videos taken care of. And I hear that I only got 3 chances, and then I can never apply again. I'm gonna have to figure out some kind of shady way to get another email, another account. But that's another what do they call it, IAP or whatever. You can't do it again. Amazon's too smart for you. So if you get kicked out after the first 3 tries, that's it. Now I've been doing this now for almost 3 years. I got approved a long time ago. I've seen a lot of things. Okay, now is different than it was then. Okay, so things that you've learned in courses things that you've learned in courses. Hey, my whole setup. So things you've learned in courses over the past couple of years have changed drastically. So things you used to be able to do, they can't do anymore. Things that were being taught are now being cracked down upon, right? Like certain things. I don't even want to go and mention bad practices at all. I'm not even going to mention them. But make sure you're not doing them. But things have changed, and I've narrowed it down so that it's just a couple of points. Okay, pretty simple stuff, right? Once you get past the basic stuff, right? Now the basic stuff is, of course, your lighting, your audio, and your video, right? You got to have good lighting, you have to have good audio, and get yourself a microphone, right? If you don't have one, get one. The microphone on the smartphone is good, but if there's wind, if there's distance, if there's other stuff, if you're on the wrong side of the mic when you're talking, get yourself a mic like this. The one I have here plugs into the phone, plugs into the laptop. Very, very not expensive, right? You can get them very reasonable. This thing I think was, if I told you it was $20, it probably was about $20 bucks. So get yourself a good audio, and of course the video. Now the smartphone is good enough; it's a good enough camera. But now we're talking about keeping it stable. We're talking about the shot. We're talking about getting the light. We're talking about all of that stuff together. Okay, so that's basic stuff. We're not talking about that stuff. That's basic stuff, right? The thing here is, Amazon influencer program is getting flooded right now. It's getting flooded with people that are coming in because they're trying to grab a fast buck, right? Oh, I've heard that people are making money hand over fist. All they got to do is pop up a couple of videos and they're making money. Okay, at the beginning it was the Wild West, and it was like that. But it ain't like that anymore. Right now, it's I'm not going to say saturated, because Amazon is a great big landscape to play in, but there is a lot more people involved, and a lot less quality stuff. So I would recommend being of high quality. Your video quality is important. Your watch time is important, right? Being an influencer is important. Now it's in the name. It's, here I go again with my queens, my talk with my hands, my Goodfellas. But I grew up in the area where Goodfellas was filmed, and I used to play in the backyard where some of that stuff happened. But be an influencer, right? Be an influencer. Too many people are starting TikTok channels, right? Or TikTok accounts, whatever you want to call them, and building them up for a couple of hundred, and then applying for the program, becoming an influencer, and have no idea what they're doing, right? If that's you, stay tuned. We'll teach you how to do it right. Okay, you're in the right place. It's going again, but stick with me. We're going to teach you how to do it right. We're going to teach you how to do it right. We're going to teach you about the first 3 videos. Okay, but if you're not an influencer already, you got to understand it's the influencer program. So in those first 3 videos, I'm not going to say every video, not all 3, but in some of it, you should be in the video at some point. Maybe showing the video, even in the thumbnail when you're holding it up. Okay, something you show yourself, because you are the influencer. You are an influencer. You're supposed to be influencing your audience. If you're afraid to be on the camera, you're not an influencer. That's one strike against you when they're reviewing your 3 videos. Okay, can't see them, don't know who it is. We can't copyright. We can't say whose content, if it's original content or not, because they're not in it. Okay. Very big point. Be in the content. Because like I just said, they want to know that it's your content and that you didn't repurpose the content from somewhere else, right? Okay. Now, the second point I wanted to make was, and I've changed my mind on this. Back in the beginning, my thought was to get a simple product. I used to joke and say a roll of toilet paper, something simple with no moving parts that you could say, make no mistake about it, right? Nice and simple. Quick video. Not anymore. Now, like I said, they want you to be an influencer. Okay. So they want you to know about the product and be able to be educated about the product and be able to convey what the product's about and show the features of the product. So, you want to get a product you're familiar with. Now, at the beginning, now I know you're running through your house, everything in your house that's sold on Amazon, you're doing product videos on, shopper videos on. So you want to take something that you're very familiar with, whether it's your vacuum cleaner, whether it's your coffee maker, whether it's your iron, whatever it is that you're familiar with, that you can talk about without stumbling over your words. Those are the products you're looking for. And you want to show the product uh, in use, hopefully, or at least highlight the features in the video, right? So that's important. I've changed my mind on that. I used to say simple products, simple videos, no chance for mistakes. But now uh, they want you to be an influencer. It's it makes perfect sense. It's the influencer program, right? So they want you to be an influencer. So you should be, and you should be able to be good on camera. So there you go. All right. Now the other thing, the third point that I was going to, I said there was going to be three easy points here. The third easy point is making a script or bullet points. Okay, you want to have bullet points. You just don't want to pick up the product out of the box like I do it all the time. I'm what I my workflow is I'll have a live stream on Amazon and I'll have 10 to 20 products in the live stream, and I'll go through the products in the live stream and I'll look at them and I'll play with them in the live stream, and then I'll go and cut them up into shoppable videos. But I'm playing with the product and I'm getting to know the product and I'm getting to figure out the features and everything while I'm doing it in the live stream. So then I can cut that up into a nice shoppable video. So that, if you're not going live, and I don't really suggest going live because there's no money in live anymore. They've ruined it by taking you off the product page. You used to be able to be on the product page. If I was showing you this uh, stand, right, this selfie stick, if I was showing you and I was doing it on Amazon live, I'd be on the product page. People would see me on the product page when they were looking at this product. My live stream would be right there. But they took that away from us, and we don't do that. They don't do that anymore. So it's tough to convert on that stuff like that. I mean, it was nice. You were showing them the product. They got on the product page. They had a question. They said, "Hey, there's a live," and they would come in and talk to you on the live stream. That was great stuff. I love that. Amazon, if you're watching, fix it. Fix the live stream. Okay. So and again, show the features. You don't want to do an unboxing on your first three videos. You don't want to do an unboxing. You want to make sure that you're showing features, that you're conveying that you're an influencer. Okay. Now there's five, count them, five things to stay away from. Five things to stay away from. All right. And these are bonus things, the five things to stay away from. And we already talked about bad lighting, bad audio, bad video, shaky video. So stay away from that, right? That's number one. Stay away from that. Number two, stay away from personal info. Okay. If you're outside, no license plates on the cars, right? No house numbers in the videos. No shipping labels. Okay. No addresses. Okay. No last names. Okay. Nothing that could be construed as ID or personal info. Okay. Like I said, shipping labels are big ones. Like a lot of times I'll have a box behind me, don't even know it's there, and the video gets flagged. All right. You don't want that to happen in your first three videos, right? Uh, Medical advice, medical claims, medical advice, any kind of stuff like that. I just went through a bunch of supplements. I did a bunch of videos on supplements. I had to be very vague on them, and I got them all approved. But don't stay away from that kind of stuff your first three videos, because it's a gray area. You don't want to get caught making medical advice, right? Staying away from, this is number 4 now. Staying away from price, saying the price, saying it's on sale. Anything like that, you don't want to. You want to stay away from saying numbers, because if you say, if they catch you saying like 7 or something, or they'll think that there's a sale for 7 days or something like that. So you don't want to say numbers if you can help it, right? Again, call to actions, get yours now, all that stuff, no good. You don't want to do any of that stuff, right? And of course, your number 5 is should be a no-brainer, but you never know, is to stay away from controversial items, guns, sex toys, drugs, paraphernalia, stuff like that. You stay away from that stuff. After you're approved, I've done some paraphernalia stuff. I've done some cigar stuff, not for your first 3 videos, right? You don't want to do that for your first 3 videos. But I mean, even sex toy stuff you can do later on, if you're careful and you know what you're doing, but don't do it in your first 3 videos, okay? And all right, if you're here, right? If you're here, and I haven't been looking at the chat, so there's a comment up there. Hey, what's going on, Nikki? How you doing? Excellent. So if you're here and you're building up that social media, you want to be an Amazon influencer, you're not up to the point where you've been approved, you're building up that social media, maybe you're doing a TikTok, all right? A couple of things to stay away from, okay? Number 1 is don't ever say, click the link in my description or my profile. Don't ever say click the link at all. TikTok, especially now, the algorithm, they want people to stay on TikTok. So if you say click the link in your video, the algorithm picks that up and they won't show it to a lot of people because they don't want them to go off platform. Okay, so if you want them to go to your profile to click a link, you say, check out my profile. Don't say click the link. Okay. This should be a no-brainer. Don't repurpose other people's content. It's got to be your content. Try and be in the content as much as possible. When Amazon is going to look at your stuff, they want to match you to the content that you're an influencer. Very important that they can tell it's you, not being repurposed. Okay. Of course, getting engagement is the next thing. Okay, because engagement is what they're looking for to make you an influencer. If you don't have engagement, you're not an influencer. If they're not commenting and sharing and saving your content, then they're not listening to you, right? So that's the bottom line. So that's what you have to do. You have to get engagement. So you got to say things in the video to get them to, ask them questions, get them to share it, tell them to share it, tell them to save it, all kinds of tricks of the trade to get them to do these things that'll get the algorithm going. But the number 1 important thing of the algorithm is watch time. And you got to get watch time on the videos. The longer the watch time, the bigger a pool it's going to show it to. It's going to work its way up into the algorithm and go viral. But the watch time is important, right? And like I just said, good content. Good content is the last tip with that. And of course, content is king. You're going to hear that till you're blue in the face, right? Content is king. Good content wins every time. Watch time wins every time, right? And that's if you're trying to get that account built up. I think a lot of times people are getting denied even after they're approved with their 3 videos because they go back and look at your social media. And if something's gestunken, if it doesn't match up, if your content on social media is different than the content on your Amazon content, or the people are different, or something, it's going to put up red flags. Okay, make sure you're the influencer, right? You're the influencer. So I don't know what kind of content you put out. I don't know if you put out quotes on TikTok. I don't know if you're actually in the videos on TikTok. I don't know, but make sure they know it's your content. Okay. Voiceovers and B-roll, very important. And that goes back to the script. Okay. The first 3 things I told you, the first 3 tips that I told you, and we're going to go over them again. So in case you forgot or you just showed up, but having a script of bullet points, so you're not stumbling over your words. So you have a plan when you go into the video, right? For sure. That's what I was saying. So when you have a plan to get into the video, with your bullet points and your script, is you can use B-roll and do a voiceover. So you could do the video, then you could read the script on top of the video, showing B-roll. Okay, without, you can do that, right? Of course, you're going to be in some parts of the video, but you could be with the video, like if it's a remote control car, you could be playing with the car in the video and talking over it, right? Very well can be that, right? Very well can be that, and whatever you're feeling comfortable with. Okay, it could be voiceover, it could be you in the video, but you got to have your presence in the video somewhere, right? Um, that's really all I had for you. I just wanted to get on because the way things are going right now, there's going to be a lot of people coming into the influencer program, a lot of people jumping on board, trying to get in, trying to become influencers. And that's the problem is if you're not already an influencer, like when I got in, I was already a YouTuber. I was already had 3,000 people on YouTube. So that's not bad, right? So, but if you're just starting a TikTok to get it to be an influencer, and you're not an influencer already, maybe you don't know how to film shop with videos. Maybe it's a skill. It's amazing how people discount being a UGC creator, right? There's a lot to learn. You got to learn audio. You got to learn how to take videos. It's not just using your cell phone. It's how to utilize lighting, right? There's so much to it. Okay, and there's all kinds of methods. Like I said before, watch time. So there's all kinds of methods to keep people watching. There's what's called hooks. Okay, that to keep people watching. Um, it's a skill basically. It's not something you just pick up and say, okay, I'm going to be an influencer today, right? It's something you can learn. I'm not saying you can't learn it. I learned it, right? So you can learn it, but it's not something you're going to just snap your fingers and say, okay, I'm going to start a TikTok channel and be an Amazon influencer overnight. It's not going to happen, right? Um, so I would start if you the three videos, right? The three videos. Number one, you want to be in them somehow, either with the B-roll, with the voiceover, or you in them, right? So you want to be in them. You want the product choice is very important. You want to have a product that you're very familiar with, because remember, now you've just gone through your house probably and you've videoed everything in your house that Amazon sells. Some of those products you're very familiar with, something you use every day. Maybe it's your shaver, maybe it's your coffee maker, like I said, maybe it's your vacuum cleaner, maybe it's your dehumidifier, maybe it's a toy from the kids, maybe it's a pet toy, whatever it is you use every day that you're very familiar with, right? Those are the products you want to do in the first three videos. Okay, then you're going to talk about good lighting, good audio, and good stable video, right? Um, and I didn't. This is a bonus. This is the bonus. Ready for the bonus? The thumbnail. The thumbnail is the bonus. The thumbnail is another chance in the first three videos I'm talking about. I'm not talking about afterwards, because there's many debates on whether thumbnails should be this or that or the other thing, right? But what I am saying is in the first three videos, the thumbnail is a chance for you to show that you're a creator, okay? That you're an influencer, that you know what you're doing, right? So you make a nice thumbnail of the product, of maybe you holding the product very bright, very lit up, so that it's very centered in and very bright and very lit up. So, I mean, it should be a no-brainer, but you'd be surprised, right? And I'm not talking about making a YouTube thumbnail like you saw me make this, or some kind of fancy thumbnail. Um, no, just a picture of the product. It could be that simple, but you just don't do the picture. You're going to turn up the saturation. You're going to turn down the temperature. You're going to turn up the brightness. You're going to play with the editing, right? And you're going to make the photo pop. You're going to make the photo pop, right? Try that. All right. So that's the bonus. Let's see. We haven't been going live for too long, but I didn't want to come on live for a whole hour. I just wanted to come on live because I think now it's going to be a lot of people in the program. A lot of people are going to be coming in having questions about the first three videos, because three tries and you're out, and that's serious business, right? So people get approved and they go, hey, I'm an Amazon influencer, and they go, what? I got to get three videos approved? What do you mean? What are you talking about? I only got three chances. What's going on? I thought I was approved. I thought it was, no, you're not. Well, you are, but you're not. It's Amazon playing games, right? No, they're not. Amazon's great. Um, Amazon giveth and Amazon taketh away. Uh, but the first three videos are your next priority to get right. You only got three chances. Now, I wouldn't just put out videos your first time and just upload them. and say, okay, I'm done, because you fall in love with your own stuff, right? Um, Try and have someone you can bounce ideas off of. Say, look at this. What do you think? You know, is there anything wrong? Even if it's another influencer, maybe we have the creator hangouts on Sunday nights where we will hang out, and there'll be a link down there for that, to get on the newsletter, to find the link when we go live, because it's invite only, and it's the influencer mastermind hangout, or whatever you want to call it, creator hangout, and we talk shop, basically. We talk shop, where I picture it. I call it the guild. I call it, like, it's like hanging around the water cooler, and there's nothing for sale. There's no gimmicks. There's no apps. There's no nothing. There's no course. There's no extensions for sale. There's nothing. I just open up this place for people to hang out and talk shop, and I learn something every week. It's great. So come on down. Sundays 9 o'clock is when Eastern time. Sundays 9 o'clock is when we meet, and there's no recordings. There's no replays. I mean, I might put a highlight on for a short video, for a quick video, just to highlight it. But there's no recordings. There's no replays. So we can be as honest and truthful as we want in there, and give away nice juicy tips, which and they drop some bombs in there. So stop by. You won't want to miss it. After you go to the first one, you're going to be happy you did. All right. All right. So that's going to be it for me. And we go live Tuesday nights on Amazon and on YouTube. So come on by, check it out, and I will see you then. All right. Take care.